I'm speaking with Pastor Paul at the Meru, Kenya conference. And Paul, would you please introduce yourself and tell you where you pastor a church?
I am Paul Siengo from Kamisidu AEPC.
And Paul, you're also the treasurer of the AEPC, is that correct?
Yes.
But we've just completed a conference on biblical counseling.
Yeah.
And we were talking before, and I asked you, do you think that this conference will have any practical effect in your ministry? And if so, can you tell us how you think it might practically affect your ministry?
Okay. I think the conference has been practically helpful to pastors because this topic on biblical counseling addresses very specific and particular needs of the church. So if pastors are going to follow what has been taught here, they will be able to meet each individual member of the church according to his or her needs.
You also gave an example of there was an older man in here, and you said that you thought that before you, being a younger pastor, might have trouble dealing with an old man, but that from what you've learned here, this might make a difference in your counseling an older man. Can you tell us how?
Yes, sometimes you find that young pastors may be afraid of older people, and they might think that, well, I don't have to confront that old man or that old woman because of whatever wrong he or she has committed. But I think from what we have gathered here is that we should be bold enough to face those old people and old men and women and confront them according to what they have done. Now we correct them according to what the Bible says and not according to what I think you have done.
Thank you, Paul. Do you have any other comments either about this conference or about EPI's work with your denomination?
Okay, particularly I would say that the EPI work here, especially in the APC churches, has been very tremendous. We find that one thing, the number of those who attend the conference is growing each time there is a new conference. And the church is increasing in its membership. And we find that EPI is making impact.
Why do you think that's the case?
Because it has taken time to give our pastors something like a refresher course. Apart from, because quite oftenly, once our pastors leave the seminary, they will never go back again for more, training. But now, once we gather here, we exchange views, we discuss, and we find that maybe we have not been doing things the way they are supposed to be done. Thank you.
Thank you, Paul. It's been my honor to get to know you.